Arctic Circle in January, temperatures down to 70 degrees below. No place for brass monkeys. Southern Portugal in August, temperatures around 115 degrees Fahrenheit, in the shade, if you can find any. Two choice locations to complete the proving of a completely new car, but only to complete it. Under BMC's new policy of phase-by-phase validation, no new design of car could get this far without previously surviving the most rigorous proving program ever scheduled in the British motor industry. In fact, the main engineering components of the Austin Maxi lurking under Austin 1100 body shells had already done a lifetime's test motoring in component test vehicles long before we ever built a car that looked like this. Everything new, from the 1500cc overhead camshaft engine to the very advanced 5-speed gearbox, had been put through 340,000 miles of every phase of proving. But under the severe engineering disciplines imposed by BMC's new vehicle proving policy, this was only a beginning. The next step was the building of a few semi-engineering prototypes, hand-built to ADO 14 specifications. They too successfully endured the full proving program, just one small part of which has the understated description of accelerated durability, a sort of automotive mayhem. This includes cruelly incessant stop-start tests and thousands of miles of high-speed driving on Belgian-type pave, the most destructive road surface ever laid. In all, these first prototypes clocked up another 238,000 miles before we moved on to the next development, the fully engineering prototypes, built as nearly as possible to production line methods. For them, too, the identical series of tests, from accelerated durability through to specific miscellaneous tests and away. Altogether, these models notched up another 177,000 miles of proving to reach the point of engineering sign-off, when the decision was made to set up a pilot production line to turn out pre-production vehicles. A selection of these, too, were subjected to the complete proving schedule. Another phase of it being continuous day and night high-speed running. Usually on German autobahns or Italian autostrada, many thousands of miles were done at speeds between 70 and maximum. In all, over 270,000 miles of high-speed testing were successfully completed during the full proving period. And this was still not the end. When full production started, cars were selected at random from the production line and put through the same hoops all over again. And from start to finish of the 3-year marathon, constant checks and examinations were made to ensure that results matched up at each and every stage of development, component by component, complete car by complete car. To date, total test mileages in all phases of proving now tot up to 835,000 miles, broken down like this. Accelerated durability, 13,000 miles. General durability, 511,000 miles. Continuous high speed, 271,000 miles. Specific miscellaneous tests, 40,000 miles. As a further trial of the design's effectiveness and to ensure overseas acceptance, we did thousands of miles in violent extremes of heat and cold and road conditions. First, southern Portugal last August with temperatures around 115 degrees Fahrenheit, and arid tracks like this that really tested the car's dust-sealing qualities. Roads more suitable, perhaps, for more traditional transport. In Portugal, too, the program demanded 24 hours a day motoring. Here, the cars come in to fill up and be handed over to a fresh team of drivers. The cars can take it, but the drivers do deserve a bit of rest. Not a trace of dust in the door seals. And now the cars and new drivers are ready to take off on another searing stint of hard motoring. Throughout the trip, we made frequent technical checks on all important features of the car's performance in the excessive heat. Though, for example, the car's fuel consumption proved unaffected by the conditions, the same couldn't be said for the drivers. That's a bit better. The checks continue, but the locals don't seem all that interested. From the burnt brown country of the south, we gave the cars a change of scene and a trial of different strength by taking them up into the highlands of northern Portugal. On fast roads that climbed and plunged and twisted up and down the mountains, there was plenty of hard work for the transmission. Up into fifth. Plenty of opportunity to prove the perfect precision of the rack and pinion steering and the complete stability of the hydroelastic suspension. Keep watching and see how steady they ride. Not a trace of roll or bounce. Even under severe test conditions, the Maxi gave its drivers the most relaxed ride in their experience. A new concept in assured handling, plus an eager overhead cam engine, add up to new standards of driving comfort and confidence. From the trials of the sun to the severity of Finland's snow and ice up around the Arctic Circle. In January, the main road surfaces are basically black ice decorated with snow. For a cautious driver in an ordinary car, about 20 miles per hour would seem a prudent speed. But even allowing for professional driving skills, it was pretty remarkable that the Maxi could maintain speeds in the 80s and 90s, mile after mile, with complete safety and directional stability. Even the reindeer don't find the going all that easy. We borrowed a local airfield for some more acrobatic tests. Again, there was solid ice beneath the snow, but in spite of violent antics like these, the car remained completely under control, again proving the wonderful combination of front-wheel drive and hydroelastic suspension. Under the fierce swing of induced handbrake spins, the car remained perfectly balanced. On the deep churned-up snow of country lanes, it was still possible to keep up remarkably high speeds without risk of a moment's loss of control. Austin front-wheel drive has always been unbeatable in these sort of conditions, but the new balanced elements of the Maxi design seem to go that one bit better. We are now nearing the Arctic Circle itself, where it doesn't come much colder, for an overnight stop. Welcome warmth and shelter for the team, but a night in the open for the car to prepare for tomorrow morning's cold start tests. No need for coats inside a car with this heating system, even up here. Next morning, we start the checkover before arriving at the moment of truth, when the ignition key will be turned. This car has been out all night in temperatures around 70 degrees of frost, and it's a long, long night. At this time of the year, Finland has 22 hours of bitter darkness in every 24. This is the most severe natural test of a car's cold starting qualities that anyone could devise. Out with the stopwatch. An immediate first-time start and back on the road. One more vital check. Does the car's heating system provide proper warmth in every corner of the car? This device proves it does. And now we near the end of a 3-year hard-slog proving program meticulously planned to solve all possible design problems in an entirely new car, long before it is announced to the public. In the history of the British motor industry, no new model has been as thoroughly tried, tested and proven as ADO 14, the new Austin Maxi.